The 2024 Rookie of the Year goes to Victor Wembenyama of the San Antonio Spurs.
Have you ever seen a 7'4" player effortlessly drain threes, throw down lobs in transition, and shut down guards on the perimeter, all in the same game? Enter Victor Wembenyama, the towering 7'4" rookie sensation, making waves within the NBA. With his extraordinary blend of size, skill, and athleticism, Wembenyama is not just a player, he's a game changer. Through 65 games, Wembenyama is averaging 21 points, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 2 assists per game, on 49% shooting from the field and 36% from the three. Those are already all-star caliber numbers for a rookie, especially when you consider he's a 7'4" center. But the stats seriously don't do justice to how dominant and unique Victor has been with his play on the court. He catches lobs and flushes them down with ease, despite being 7'4". He puts the ball on the floor from the three-point line and blows by defenders with his handles. He's stepping back and draining threes over them with his feathery shooting touch. He's sending shots into the stands with his 8-foot wingspan. Every night, he makes plays that leave your jaw on the floor because you simply never see players his size doing them. Whether it's a Euro step into a spinning reverse layup, penning shots on the backboard with his incredible length, or pulling up from 30 feet out, Wembenyama's all-around offensive skill set is unprecedented. He combines elite physical tools with guard-like skills and a tremendously high basketball IQ. There's no prototype for how to try to defend him. So, what exactly makes Victor Wembenyama such a singular talent? Well, it starts with his outrageous physical measurements. We're talking about a legit 7'4" player with an 8-foot wingspan and a 9'7" standing reach. Just pause on those numbers for a second. We've simply never seen a player move like a guard while also being that monstrously big. Those alien measurements are a big part of what makes Wembenyama's game unique. On defense, his length and standing reach make him a literal eraser at the rim, able to swat shots that would be made for any other big man. His mobility and wingspan also allow him to capably switch onto guards and stay with them on the perimeter. Imagine being able to flatten yourself against the backboard and still swat shots. Defensively, that athletic frame, coupled with a wide build, is an outright barrier. Seriously, he does not give anyone a chance to challenge the shots he takes outside the boundary line or 15 feet away from the basket. He has the agility and height to get over any defender in his way. His lobster arms, which change him into a lobster, make him a jackpot of lob players, catch passes, and making finishes that other players cannot complete and lack. Nonetheless, for obvious reasons, his physical tools are freakishly overwhelming. It is not ultimately the skills that put him above the rest, though. Regarding the strengths mentioned earlier, he has flawless footwork and masterful body control, and he enjoys rolling the cavities of the paint like it's cake. He is dangerous with turns and blows. He can dribble to swallows or swans and does not have a problem with what he drops after all. He first started turning heads when he was just in his mid-teens, playing for youth clubs in France, already standing at over 7'3" tall, but displaying rare coordination and perimeter skills for a player of his size. By 16 years old, he was being called a potential #1 overall NBA draft pick down the line by scouts, in awe of his physical measurements combined with his budding skill level. Wembenyama's stock continued rapidly rising as he starred for the French under-18 and under-19 national teams over the next few years. In 2021, he led France to the FIBA Under-19 World Cup Championship while being named MVP of the tournament. Thoroughly dominating against his peers on the biggest stages. At that point, there was no longer any doubt that he was going to be the #1 overall pick whenever he became eligible for the NBA draft. Teams started strategically tanking seasons early in hopes of landing the generational French talent. You know you're a mega prospect when teams are tanking years in advance to get you. In the lead-up to the 2022 draft, the comparisons for Wembenyama's potential started becoming bolder and bolder. Some analysts saw shades of Kevin Garnett's physical versatility and ability to initiate offense. Others saw parallels to Dirk Nowitzki's uniquely skilled offensive game for a 7-footer. The loftiest comp even drew lines to Giannis Antetokounmpo in terms of his physical profile and two-way impact. Whichever lofty comparison you subscribe to, it's clear Victor Wembenyama was one of the most can't-miss prospects we've seen come along in years, heading into his rookie season. With all the hype, the big question is, could he live up to the overwhelming expectations? Well, judging by his performance thus far, Wembenyama is not only living up to the hype, he may be shattering perceived ceilings for what's possible from a player of his utterly unique stature and skill set. While Victor is already rewriting record books and making an all-star case in his first NBA season, the scary part is that he's just scratching the surface of what he can ultimately become. He's still incredibly raw in many areas of his game, with lots of room to continue adding polish and strength as he gets more experience. When you watch him play, it's evident there's another level of dominance he can reach as he's naturally continuing to improve his ball handling, footwork, shooting consistency, and overall feel. He's basically still putting everything together as an uber-talented teenager, learning the pro game on the fly. Once Wembenyama's skills catch up to his physical and athletic gifts, we could realistically be looking at a player who averages 25+ points, 12+ rebounds, 5+ blocks, and 2+ assists per game, on elite shooting efficiency throughout his prime years. He is a two-way anchor who empowers championship-level defenses at one end, while also bending the floor in his favor as the ultimate scoring hub on offense. He may ultimately surpass even the most lofty comparisons between Kevin Garnett and Giannis that floated before he was drafted. When it's all said and done, we could be talking about the greatest two-way force and most unstoppable offensive big man the NBA has ever seen. He is a player who shatters records, changes game plans, and forces the league to adapt around him because of his unparalleled blend of physical dominance and skill versatility. Watching him now, it's hard to put a ceiling on just how great Victor Wembanyama can become if he stays healthy and continues his rapid development trajectory. What do you think of this deep dive on Victor Wembanyama and why he's truly an unprecedented talent? Leave your thoughts and favorite Wemby highlights down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.